Okay, what's happening today, guys? Okay, in my latest video, I was in a session with a guy called TheResister, and he showed me one of his worlds. It was actually a flatland world, so of course, you know, super flatland. And he actually showed me some of his creations. So this is actually a video just showing you what it is that he's made, and so let's go through it. Okay, as you can see, there's quite a few, you know, quite a few builds, you know, pretty spaced out. There was one that he showed me, which is this one. I will find out again what most of these builds were called, but yes, this was the elevator. It was actually pretty cool. He did say that it kind of lags out sometimes if you're not the host. Now and again it does work. If you're the host, it works. But yeah, it's an actually, you know, fully working elevator. He got me to have a go. My first attempt, I didn't realise like pretty much how the elevators worked. I thought it was like a stair lift elevator. So I stood on one side of the elevator and didn't get anywhere. As you can see, it pushed me out. And he basically told me, you know, stand in the middle. So he reset it. I stood in the middle, and Bob your uncle, up I went. Looked kind of, you know, laggy in a way, but of course, you know, next floor up, and you're there. But yeah, so that was the elevator that he showed me. I was, you know, taking an interest in this little roller coaster that he made. He said it was, you know, sort of, you know, something he was having a bit of fun with. But basically, you know, he said it was just a little bit of fun and then it got out of hand. So anyway, yeah, I jumped on it and had a little go. It's one of those sort of roller coasters where you get to the top and then you're like, fuck, where's the end of it? And then straight away dropped into the ground. And of course, it weren't really like a completed one. It was one where he added like a lava pit at the end of it. So it was just a case of, you know, back and forward, and then yeah, at the end of it, it was a nice, lovely, you know, trap. So of course, go through here and then beep 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 up, and then down, and then you get the idea. Straight into a bit of lava. But yeah, so that's this roller coaster kind of ride that he showed me. Okay, so moving on. He actually showed me some other stuff, which I'm just about to show you now. It's an apartment. It looks like an apartment because size of the build. He did say some of these builds didn't take him that long. So, but yeah, and then you've got the Christmas skeleton. Now, this actually kind of like, I was like, wow, that's quite amazing. And then I think there was like a present kind of, you know, gift kind of character. But yeah, anyway, moving on. He showed me another one here. This one that we're going to be heading to is the one with the yellow block, the gold blocks. It's a 9-digit combination lock and a reset button. And of course, he's put the code down just to show, not, you know, basically how it works. And this is the contraption behind it. Yes, just for one thing, and you need all of this. Amazing. So yeah, as you can see, you know, he knows what he's doing. So basically, combination lock for this one, you know, 4 digits. Okay, so yeah, in a moment, going to be moving on from this one. He actually showed me how it works. But of course, with this kind of contraption, I guess to get it right, you'd have to pause the video and make it your own, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we're moving on to the second one. And he couldn't remember the code for this one, so he had to sort of pinpoint his way back to where the redstone was to try and remember the exact coded number. course I let him, you know, do that while I was panning around, checking it out. And of course this one also has a reset button. Here you can see he was actually trying to do the combination, he was trying to guess it, and then he had to go back and forward, so press a button and then go back and forward, and press another button and then back and forward again. But anyway, yeah, with this video it's not actually going to be a short one, so it's probably going to take me a bit of time to render it, and then I'll upload it for you guys to see. And there you go. So he said, you know, basically to get back out, if you just laid down like a pressure plate or something, you know, and the door's open, Bob's your uncle. I don't know why I keep saying Bob your uncle, I never use that. Why did I start using that? And yeah, so that's that one that he's done. And I guess we'll be moving on from here. So of course it was a little bit of a checkout for me. And yeah, so we'll move on to the next one. Where did he go? And it was behind me, that was it. I think this was the TNT cannon that he kind of, it was like a launch cannon. He showed me in one of my worlds, he actually built a smaller one, similar to the smaller one here with the 4 blocks either side. And then of course you've got the bigger one here, which is, you know, custom, which is what he showed me. And this one was actually really powerful because it actually pushed me right up. He said basically stand in the middle, so I thought, okay, I'll stand in the middle here, thinking that's what he meant. He said no, stand right where the lever is, and then pull, you know, basically pull the lever and wait for it to happen, and then here we go, and then whoosh. And as you can see, yeah, that was pretty powerful. He said it was actually like a custom thing that he made. Don't ask me how. I mean, I can find out for you. He will be doing some tutorials at some point for me, and he said that, yeah, this one that I fell into was actually a fail. So I said, yeah, it was like a, you know, drowning cannon, kind of drown yourself kind of thing. Okay, anyway, moving on. This one is like, I don't know, I'm not really sure what he said it was. I thought it was like some sort of colour block changer kind of roundabout type thing, because basically the blocks all just shift around in a circle, even though circles aren't in Minecraft, but they go round and round. Of course he had a bit of trouble trying to figure out what was wrong with this one at first, and then until he found out he had to activate the repeaters using redstone torch. So he couldn't really remember what this one was for. But anyway, there you go. So the mechanism was active after activating the clock. Okay, and then it was moving on from here, and I took an interest into this glass tower thing. He didn't really state what it was, but I took a right old interest in, and I wanted to check it out, but anyway, couldn't really do that because we were checking out some of his builds. And this part, he told me to turn the music off, because if you listen, he said basically stand in front of it and you will see basically what it is, what it does. So of course I stood there and this is basically what it played. That's pretty cool. So, you know, something that I probably couldn't do. I'd take a bit of time doing. Yeah, after that we moved on to the next one. he showed me over here. He said it was supposed to have been like a disco light thing or something. This one that I was standing on wasn't really much anything, but it must have been some sort of project. But yeah, this one was actually supposed to have been like a disco room or something. I think, if I'm correct, when I turn around, there's a clock. Yeah. So basically, what he did, he activated it, and it was supposed to have like flashed on and off in a sequence. So it was like some sort of disco room he was trying to make. Okay. And then after that, it was moving on to the next one. So next one he showed me was over here. Now this one, he said these were like spawner traps or something. And of course, I'm not good with building spawner traps. So if you guys want to lay out like a tutorial for me, or I might even get TheResister to sort out a tutorial for me as well. So that'd be good. Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I am good with what I can build, but knowing what I want to build for, it's a bit of a struggle because I'm not as Minecraft advanced as people would say that they think I am, because I can do redstone, but that's about it. This is a massive pyramid. He said it was about 100 blocks high. I think he said about 100 blocks high. I don't know how many wide, but you could actually use this as some sort of storage thing. I'm pretty sure you could use it. And of course, you have one of those little pumpkin snowmen over here. You should have seen my last Hunger Games. So yeah, so that was a massive pyramid that he made. Most of these builds, he did tell me how long a lot of them took, and a lot of them I can't even remember. I know some of them took him like so many hours. I think he said there was one build that took him about 6 hours. It might have been this one. This was either 6 or 8 hours. This is his apartment. And he's actually got working light switches in this as well. So this is where we go into the building for a bit of a tour. Your normal pressure plates for the doors. But yeah, he's actually got excuse me. Oh, I'm not feeling too good. But right, yeah, he's basically got different lights for every part of around the house. So you've got the main room lights, you've got the pond light, pool light, front yard lights, and every light. So of course, being every light, it's all wired up to one switch. So you've got the front yard lights, that might be the lamps and the posts, and the pond lights, outside the front again, pool lights, so it's got a swimming pool. But all of this, he wired up to the house himself. So he told me to basically go upstairs and check out, the stairs, because they're half slabbed. They show a little light through, giving it a nice, lit up effect. And of course, a light switch for upstairs. And of course, when I do my light switches, sometimes I use a T-flip flop for doing that. Okay, and this is a really, really good mechanism that he's done here. A double staircase. So of course, one staircase goes up, and another one, after pressing the button, goes down. Now, when he told me to press that button, I thought it was going to lead me into a trap, until he said press the button and then straight into a hidden room underneath a set of staircase. Oh, lol sign. But yeah, so that's that, and that's pretty cool, because I wouldn't mind using something similar to that in one of my builds. So hopefully I can get him to do something like that, and preferably we can hide the pistons. Enderman. Okay, so next floor up. So it was quite a big build that he done, fair height off the floor. Another light switch. Okay, I don't know if it is in this build. I'm not too sure, but he actually built something quite impressive that we will be checking out quite soon. So hopefully we can get onto that bit as quick as. From what I can remember of the video anyway. So we'll look around and then we'll actually get back outside. Because that's technically where, where we were heading next was his next build.
Like an Enderman.
Okay, so I think this was the part where he mentioned to go to the back of the house. You might vaguely see in a moment what it was. There you go, you can just about see it. Because I didn't actually realise what it was. I didn't even see that. I didn't acknowledge that there was something back there until he said go to the back of the house, and there was a massive ship that he built. This is, he said, the replica of the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I was actually really amazed by this ship. And he didn't say how long it took, but I kid you not, that is actually impressive. What I'm going to say is, that is, you know, it's amazing. So I don't know, you know, where this sort of idea came from, but you know, he even had a lower deck on it. He had the captain's cabin. It's even got crow's nest at the top on some of the masts, and it's just amazing. I mean, the cannons. He said there was cannons here. Of course, you got the, you know, the ship's wheel, so that was cool. He did say the cannons on either side of the ship, they you know, these ones don't work, but there are actual dispenser cannons below, which you know, kind of this was the thing that I was, you know, trying to take an interest in, was the ones below deck. And then of course the main hull of the ship, where the cannons are, these are the working cannons. So of course what I believe he would have done was cut a hole in, stuck a block there, redstone, and then the dispenser. So yeah, there's a lot of those. And then of course I go to the front of the ship, and his mate Jonathan, who's also known as Jonatron, decided to put a large pink penis on the front of the ship. Large pink penis. Okay, in this part, you know, I took a bit of a, you know, Titanic kind of moment there of I'm the king of the world, realising that I'm at the front of the ship, whereas, you know, spoiler alert if you've never seen Titanic and are about to watch it, which I'm pretty sure I'd be amazed if you haven't seen it, was it happened at the back of the ship. In fact, no, it actually happened at the front of the ship. What am I on about? What am I on about? It was the part where the sinking happened. It was at the back of the ship. And of course, this is the captain's cabin, so you can look out the back, see his house from there. God, almost 20-minute video. Jesus. Was not expecting to do the whole thing. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But yeah, so you know, I took one more final look around it. As you can see here, one final look, and of course we headed back to the house. Okay, from here guys, I'm gonna cut the video here because this is a long video, and of course I've shown you quite a lot. So what I will do, I will catch you guys later, and hopefully if you're in like a Minecraft session of mine with TheResister, that we can you know, that you can build stuff with us, and also be in one of my videos, because I don't upload, you know, daily, but I do upload on on an occasion. So, and of course, oh yeah, just before I go, this was actually a Colosseum that him and Jonatron were actually building. They actually transferred it to a different world, so they rebuilt it, and the Colosseum in his other world is a lot bigger than this. This is only just a basic outline. The frame of it's massive in the other one. So I will more than likely do a video upload of that, and of course, hopefully we can get a lot of likes, views, and maybe I can get some more subscribers out of it. But anyway, I'm going to cut the video here, guys. Sorry for the long 20 minutes, and yeah, thanks for watching.